The next step in lesson 4.7 is going to be taking the equations you've written from the first lesson and you're going to graph a parallel line. So back in the first lesson, you have a line on your graph paper, you have a dot that you were given, you wrote a point slope form, changed that into slope intercept form. We're going to then use this slope intercept equation then to help us graph a line through the dot that's on the graph. So let's show you how to do this. To do this, I'm actually going to use number 12 from your textbook. And number 12, the correct answer for that would read this. So this is number 12. And the correct answer for your equation would be that y equals 1/2 x minus 3/2, or you might even have 1.5, 1.5. Either one of those is just fine. And the dot that you were given in problem 12 to actually graph was -5, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we were down 5, left 5, -4. So left 5, -4. That's the dot that you had. So let me get a dot on that spot. Left 5, down 4. I'm going to put a dot right there. Oops. There we go. And the original equation from number 12 was y equals 1/2 x plus 1. Y equals 1/2 x plus 1. So I'm going to make that line on there for us. And what we have to do is we're going to have to start at we have y. I'm going to make it black, so it'll be color coordinated for you. Y equals 1/2 x plus 1. That was the original equation, so this line should already be on your graph. So you should have a dot. At plus 1 because the y-intercept is plus 1, so I need a dot there. So I got my dot there, and I'm going to follow a slope of 1/2. So I'm going to draw a line. So I'm going to put my cursor on top of that dot, and I'm going to go down 1, right 2. Whoops, I want that line to be black. There we go. Correct color now. So we want to start here, and I want it to start here, and I'm going to count up 1 because it's a positive 1/2. I said it wrong before. Up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2. So the original line is running here, and the original dot is over here for number 12. So now we're going to use this green equation. This is the correct answer after you've done your point slope work and turned it into slope intercept. Y equals 1/2 x minus 3/2. Parallel lines have the same slope, so you'll notice I will be counting by the same thing as I did. The original equation is 1/2 x. This one also has 1/2 x, but I have a different starting point of -3/2. That is the same as -1.5. So I've got to count down because it's a negative. It's a minus 1.5, and I need a dot. So let's see here. I need a dot, and I have to have a green dot because I'm going to draw in green. So I'll make a nice bright neon green here. Okay, so 1.5 is right there. Come on, show up. There it is. You see the green dot? And now I have to count up 1, right 2. So now I'm in the middle of the square here. So I'll just count up 1 space to the middle of this next square above. And now I'm going to count 2 spaces to the right. And notice I'm keeping my cursor right in the middle of the square. And I'm going to put a dot there. And then I'm going to count up 1 and right 2. And I'm still staying in the middle because I'm only moving up 1 space at a time. Up 1, right 2. And now I have my green dots, so it's time to draw a green line. And we want to use this color. So I'm going to start over here just outside this dot, and I'm going to draw it right through those 4 lines and go beyond it. And notice these 2 lines are parallel because they use the same slope, and they won't ever touch. So this is what I want you to be doing now in your assignment. So just like I did in number 12 here, I started by taking the new equation, my answer for my first assignment, and we started with the y-intercept. I put a dot on the y-intercept. I then looked at my slope, and I took my slope and I counted my slope, up 1 over 2 dot, up 1 over 2 dot, up 1 over 2 dot, and then I drew my line. So what I want you to do now is this, and I'll type this out here for you so you can see it. I want you to graph the parallel line using your answer from the first, not answer, answers from the first assignment. That was from page 239, and you did numbers 1. Oh, I gotta look here. 1. Well, let's just go back a screen here. Let's take a peek. 1, 2, 3, and 10 through 16. So 1, 2, 3, and 10 through 16. And I did number 12 for you. So at this point, if you're comfortable enough with it, you can certainly pause the video, write down this assignment, and get started on the assignment. If you'd like to see another example, I will do another example here for you. And in fact, then I think I will do problem 3. I will do problem 3 from page 239. So let me create a new page here. Just like that. I got to get my new graph in there. So we're here. Where's my graph? There it is. Double click that. There's my new graph. That's a good thing. So I'm now going to do problem 3. And problem 3, the original equation, this is what you were given originally. You were given 1 comma negative 3. And you were told the equation in the original equation was y equals 2x minus 1. So that would look this way on your graph. You should have taken this original graph, and we have a dot at minus 1, which would be right here. Let's see, I need a red dot, please, and a red line. So I have this one dot right there. Whoops, make it a little bigger. And I have a slope of 2. So I started at minus 1 because that's the y-intercept. I have a slope of 2. That means I'm counting by 2. Up 2. There is no number underneath that 2. So that means I go to the right one space and I put a dot. Count up 2. Right 1. Put a dot. 2. Right 1. Put a dot. And now I'm going to draw a red line. This now, again, is only the original. This is the original. Whoops, I need this right here. A red line. So I'm going to start right here, and I'm going to draw through these 4 dots. So that's the original line. The original dot was at 1, negative 3. So I'll make that a different color for us so then when we draw the new line. All right, 1, negative 3. 1, negative 3. Okay, so 1, negative 3 is right down here. Whoops. Let me erase and start over with that. I do want blue, but this time I want to make a nice circle. So 1, negative 3 was right here. It's right there. Oh my goodness, red dot. I don't want a red dot. I want a blue dot. So I want a blue dot like that and like that. There we go. Now we have a blue dot. Okay. So what was the answer you should have gotten for that? What was the answer? Well, the correct answer is that y equals 2x minus 5. Y equals 2x minus 5. Y equals 2x minus 5. So let's see. I have a minus 5. 3, 4, 5. I need a dot on minus 5. So I'm going to put a blue dot on minus 5, which is right there. Oh, it came out red again. I don't want red. I want blue. I'm going to make that blue. There. Okay. So now, slope of 2. Parallel lines. Same slope. Slope of 2. Up 2. Right 1. Hey, there's the original dot we plotted in the first place. I didn't draw that on the last example, but sometimes you're going to draw your line, and it'll run right through that dot. So now I'm going to do my slope again. Up 2. Right 1. Dot. Up 2. Right 1. Dot. There's my 4 dots. Now I'm going to get me a nice blue line to draw over the top of that. So here we go. Up there we go. All done. And yes, lo and behold, I have 2 lines that'll never touch. They have a different y-intercept, but different in the same slope, so therefore they are parallel. So again, this is what I want you to do. If you notice, I went back. I started here on this example by drawing the original line, the red line. That's where it was the original line. That should have been on your paper already. The original dot of 1, negative 3 should have been on your paper already. And then I took my answer, which is y equals 2x minus 5. Put a dot, put minus 5. Count the slope of 2, up 2, right 1, dot, up 2, right 1, dot, up 2, right 1, dot, and then I drew the line. So let me know how I can help you, and I'll be happy to help you getting the rest of the last 6 graphs drawn.